Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Sarcastic Barman and welcome to my channel. We've got some fun for you tonight, starting with this wank spanner.
Quick thought for today. I've seen a lot of people recently about the protests on the weekend and out there saying that we're selfish, horrible people because they're concerned about COVID. Isn't it a bit strange that people are concerned about COVID with a 99% survival rate, yet they're not bothered about children being raped and killed, tortured and killed?
Now, I'm not the best mathematician in the world, but even I can figure out that 40,000 from 400,000 is a bit more than 1%. But on that note, let's open a beer and run the intro. Tonight's second video comes from another nuttery crackpot who was down at Trafalgar Square and got arrested. Let's see what crap she had to spout, shall we?
We do not want the police defunded. We need the police. They are first in line for that vaccine.
Now we have to realise what Kate's actually saying here in her twisted little world, because let's remember, she doesn't understand vaccines, viruses or anything really. And you have to remember that she thinks that this vaccine is going to poison you with aluminium and mercury and formaldehyde and other shit like that, even though it's not going to, and these are things your body can deal with. Oh, dear me, the things that Kate spouts just gets worse. And unfortunately there's thousands of people here listening to her and thinking she knows what the fuck she's on about.
They've told you if you don't follow the rules, they're going to cancel Christmas. This is all control. Choose your side. Choose your side.
Now, well done to the police, because I would have pepper sprayed them in the face. I would quite happily pepper sprayed them in the face, then tasered them in the balls. Because after standing there in that line, having to back up and then coming towards, shouting, screaming, it may not seem horrendously threatening, but I bet if you're a policeman there, you're going to be shaking in your legs a little bit. And as for Kate, we're going to cancel Christmas. No, they're not going to cancel Christmas. The idea is get the numbers under control so you can meet up with family properly at Christmas and have big Christmas family gatherings. Because at the moment, that's not looking very hopeful, is it?
Let's talk quickly about the test, the PCR test. It was never a diagnostic tool, ever. It picks up your own DNA fragments.
Do you really think scientists can't distinguish between our DNA and virus RNA or any other type of DNA that might get in there? You do realise we understand DNA enough that we use it in criminal proceedings and we can use it as evidence. You are that fucking nutjobbed, aren't you, that you will just say anything to get on stage and shout at people?
They are not talking about people dying with COVID anymore, because no one ever did. They died after testing positive.
I'd love to see your reasoning behind this. This virus has been mapped. It's been understood enough that we know where it's come from. I'd love to see the information you have that nobody's died of COVID. Because at this point, it just feels like you're making shit up on the spot to suit your narrative and to wind that crowd up. Where I should point out earlier, she was sending the men from the groups going around, "Men, we need you over there, there's police." Almost as if she's wanting them to riot.
That nasal swab, everyone's a winner. It's picking up your own DNA fragments. Are you going to acquiesce to the enemy?
Now, if the PCR test was picking up your own DNA, and that's all it was getting, and every test gave out, said, yes, you've got COVID, shouldn't the numbers be a lot higher than 400,000? I have customers that go for tests on a weekly basis, and yet still haven't had a positive test. How could that be possible if every test is a winner from the nasal spray because it's picking up your own DNA? It's almost as if you're talking complete and utter bollocks, isn't it? Oh dear, Kate, I'm glad your Facebook's gone, your Instagram's gone. I think you're on a Twitter ban at the moment. And your YouTube channel, once again, is gone. You are a waste of oxygen and a vile piece of human crap. I would quite happily not piss on you if you were on fire. But speaking of wastes of oxygen and space, we've got another nutter.
Hi, my name is Lanka. I'm a holistic health practitioner and international best-selling author.
Hello, Lena Coloma. I wouldn't really call you a best-selling author, though. Your book doesn't seem to have sold many copies and is ranked 3.1 millionth on Amazon best-selling books. To put that in perspective, Dead Kennedy in Space's book, which the link for that book is down in the description down below, is 3.5 millionth. And let's be fair, not many people have heard of Dead Kennedy in Space, but you're claiming to be a best-selling author. Yeah, either there's something we don't know about Kennedy, or you're lying through your asshole. But let's see what stupid you've got for us. And I believe you actually did something incredibly more stupid than this video, or write that book.
That you guys been challenging people on these subjects. Okay, so we are with TVA, the Freedom to Breathe Agency. We are We the People organization.
The Freedom to Breathe Agency, a We the People organisation? That doesn't sound totally made up, fraudulent and stupid at all. Oh wait, yeah, it fucking does. That's because it fucking is. And didn't you get in a bit of trouble for handing out fake I'm exempt from wearing a mask leaflets? Or were you selling them? I can't remember. Either one is just fucking stupid and you should wear a fucking mask. But what are you doing to this poor girl?
Making sure that people's constitutional rights, civil and federal laws are not broken, okay? And so you personally need to take this to your manager because you personally can be sued for this, okay?
You are either lying or you're stupid!
No one's going to sue you, that poor shop girl, and I'd love to know what she thinks they're going to sue him for. Oh, you disturbed my human rights of being able to breathe. I'm wearing a mask as well. Shut the fuck up, put a mask on, or get out the store.
I'm just following the store policy
I am
right
telling
now.
you, you are probably paid $15 an hour or $12 an hour, okay? But you are putting yourself into a major legal liability. You personally, okay?
They need to get the fuck out of here.
All right. Okay, you guys need to be careful. Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, the video doesn't go any further than that, because her face looks like a shit-eating grin about there. And I would have loved to have seen when the manager came down and just went, who the fuck are you? Why are you lying about being something that doesn't exist? Get the fuck out the store or put a fucking mask on, you stupid Karen wannabe bitch.
And today I have a very important message to you concerning COVID-19 pandemic.
Is it going to be bollocks? I really think it's going to be bollocks.
So before we go into asking about all the statistics, about how many people died, how many people have been diagnosed, and how many people have recovered, very important question we have to ask is how were these people tested and how was COVID-19 actually diagnosed?
Well, if they were tested, it's going to be either a PCR test or an antibody test. But are you really going to actually address what either of those tests are, or are you just going to draw silly stick figures, I'm guessing?
It seems that the whole world got very busy with this hysteria while we are missing this very fundamental information that will show us something very, very critical that went missing through the whole translation.
But unfortunately, you're not going to get straight into what might be missing or anything like that and talk about those tests, are you? Instead, you're going to draw a little man on the whiteboard and then write toxins, meds, fear, disease, radiation, and 5G. These are the things that are making us sick, apparently. Yeah, we've got a 5G nutter as well. Joy. Let's skip forward a bit and see if she makes any less sense than that.
But if you study this and you look deep, you will find out that exosome is actually what we call virus. They are the same size, they contain RNA sequences, so exosome and virus is exactly the same thing.
Except they're not. Most exosomes are below 100 nanometers in size, whereas you take something like the pox family of viruses, they range from around 250 to 400 nanometers in size. So between 2.5 and 4 times the size of an exosome. So yeah, not the same. And lots of study has been done into exosomes since they were first discovered in 1983 and then named in 1987. You're just lying here, aren't you? Or you're just hoping that no one's going to check up on you and lying. Either way, you're stupid.
Also, if you would look, COVID-19, which is the virus we are dealing with right now, is exactly the same size as exosome description.
No. Just no. So if you want to get into the more exact description of exosomes and their size, you're looking between 30 and 150 nanometers. So that's your smallest to your largest, with most of them being around the 100. Whereas your COVID-19 is between 60 and 120 nanometers. So yes, there's an overlap, but not completely and definitely not exactly. So I don't know where you're getting your figures from, but they're just not right, are they? No. Why do I subject myself to these nutters? I've had enough of you, Lanka, you whatever your name was. I've forgotten. Let's look at some other nutters.
So it's against the law?
It's against the law to make you wear a mask. It's against the law. The ADA tells them that you cannot make people wear a mask. It's not our laws at all. This is just made up by Bill Gates and them, and by you wearing that. Seriously, think about it. You're breathing out your toxic air, and you're breathing in the same air. You're making your lungs, you're killing your antibodies.
Okay, I'm not sure I prepared enough beer for this. Wow. Why do I subject myself? Jesus Christ. So we have a Karen who's moaning that she's got to wear a mask, and then moans about Bill Gates, and then doesn't just understand masks at all. She goes on and on. We'll watch a bit more, I think.
If there's a cold that comes around in November, you're getting sick. You're making yourself sick. Breathe.
Yeah, you're spitting out too.
No, baby, that's not what's going to make you sick. You're alive. Go look on the package, and it will tell you. It will not protect you from COVID-19. You are hurting yourself. Don't stop being lied to. They want to kill all the Mexicans.
Do you believe in the COVID?
They want to kill all the black people. They want to kill everybody. Watch out what you're being told. You're being lied to.
Do you believe in it?
Do I believe what the COVID? I believe there's a virus, but it's not what they say. It's like any other virus. They have 99% cure. 99% cure. So what kind of a virus is that? We all had viruses. We all get colds. You're being lied to. Please do your due diligence. Read, do your research. Don't let the government fool you. Be smart, please, for your sake. Because what's happening is she's hurting her antibodies in her body. She's breathing in the toxicity and the carbon monoxide that is going to make her sick. She's not getting enough breath in her lungs, which is going to cause her lungs to weaken. It's all damaging. Look it up for yourself. Go online and look it up.
I will.
Take my word. Thank you.
Now I guarantee the sites she's visiting are woo-tard peddling sort of sites, and I wouldn't be surprised if she had a crystal in her van. That's sort of like, I heal myself. Why do these people do this sort of thing? Surely by now they must have realised, no, we just can't do what we want. Wear a goddamn mask. Yes, the mask isn't going to stop me from getting COVID, but it might stop you from getting COVID if I've got it and I'm wearing the mask. This is what the mask is more about. It's not protecting you, it's protecting somebody else. This has been explained. It's been covered many, many times. Fuck my life. Well, I think that's about it for this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming. A big shout out to my Patreons, Purple Rhymes with Orange, William Foley, Cheesemondo, the Key Weasel, and Dorian Brooker. If you do like this content, please don't forget to leave me a like, comment, and all that jazz down below. Drop a subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you all on the next one. Other things you need to know? Probably lots. No. Oh, shit. Bollocks. Right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's all the time we've got for tonight. A big shout out to my patrons, Purple Rhymes with Orange, William Foley, Cheesemondo, the Key Weasel, and Dorian Brooker. If you like these videos, don't forget to comment down below, leave me a like, leave me a dislike if you didn't like it. And don't forget to check me out on the Shields Pub Chat on Thursday nights and Saturday nights and Sunday nights of poker. God, there's so much going on. And hopefully we might try and get even more videos done next week because it's starting to calm down in the pub and there's a bit more time going. Thank you very much. Good night.